Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm a luxury content creator, collector, and personal shopper, and I make videos about brands like Hermes and Chanel. In today's video, I'll be doing an in-depth review on the Chanel medium black lambskin classic flap. The one I have to show you today is vintage with shiny 24K gold plated hardware, and I'll show you a few close-ups, take you through the details of the inside and outside of the bag, show you what fits inside it, and discuss things like pricing and availability. So if you're interested in any of those things, then keep on watching. Starting off with the close-ups, you can see that this bag is in pristine condition for its age and has incredibly shiny, luxurious lambskin with puffy quilts. Puffy quilting is very hard to come by and extremely desirable in a vintage bag, because with the puffy quilting, you're essentially getting the best of both worlds. The bag looks basically brand new, like you just bought it from the boutique, but you're also getting the craftsmanship, leather, and structure of a vintage bag. The chain is also in pristine condition with no signs of wear or tarnishing on the metal. Now going inside the bag, you first start with the classic CC turn lock to open it. And on the inside of the first flap, there's the gold plate that says Chanel Paris, as well as a shallow zippered pocket. And when you flip open the second flap, that's when you see the signature burgundy interior with the interlocking CCs, and on the very inside is a large compartment to store your items. On the sides, there are two larger pockets, and one in the middle that can fit a lipstick or a thumb drive. There's also an exterior pocket that can fit something small and narrow like receipts. So as you can see, aside from a few minor scratches on the interior, which is always bound to happen whenever you use a bag, this bag looks basically brand new on the outside. In addition to the puffy quilting, the structure of the bag is also pristine, so it's kept its shape well over the years, and all of the gold hardware is still perfectly shiny. If you're familiar with Chanel, it's probably no secret to you that their quality has declined over the years, especially when it comes to production of bags. So that's why the pre-loved market has boomed recently, since vintage bags are more desirable and are more likely to stand the test of time. And I think this bag does a stellar job of exemplifying how vintage bags were made, since this is actually over a decade old, yet still essentially looks brand new. Now I wanted to quickly go over a few items that can fit inside the bag, so I have a bunch of my belongings here, and you'll see at the end that it's still not completely filled. But first, I'll take my keys, because those are something that I always carry with me every day, and then my Summer Fridays lip balm. It's a fairly large tube, but that fits inside perfectly. A Laneige lip mask. During the winter here in New York, it's always good to have some extra hydrating products on hand. Then I have my AirPods for whenever I'm commuting, then a small bottle of Purell, and my Dior lip glow, just in case I need a touch up throughout the day, a pack of Kleenex, because again, it's the winter, and it's allergy and cold season, and then lastly, a pair of sunglasses that I have with me. And as you can see, there's still a little bit of space left in the bag. You could definitely fit a few more things in here. That's just about how much I like to fill my bag to make sure that it doesn't extend it or affect the structure at all. The final things I wanted to go over were pricing and availability. So if you were to get a medium classic flap brand new from the boutique, it would cost you about $8,800 plus tax, which here in New York would come out to about $9,500. A lot of people understandably have sticker shock after hearing this, which is again why the pre-loved market is doing pretty well right now. On the pre-loved market, medium classic flaps currently go for anywhere between $5,000 to $7,000 depending on the condition of the bag. For a bag like this, in pristine condition with puffy quilting, you can expect to pay closer to $6,750, whereas a bag with flatter or depressed quilting would be on the lower end of around $5,000. With regards to availability, if you buy it directly from the boutique, Chanel has recently implemented a quota, so it's really hard to get one in store, and you'll likely end up on some sort of waiting list that could be a few months long. If you buy it on the pre-loved market, availability really depends on what you're looking for. There are significantly fewer vintage bags like this one in this condition, So if you're interested in purchasing this exact one, I do have this listed for sale, and I'm happy to link that in the description box below. If you prefer the look of a worn and well-used bag, or if you have a different budget, you can feel free to DM me and I'd be happy to try and source something else for you. Thanks again for watching, and if you liked this video, please consider subscribing and following me on my Instagram for all things luxury. See you soon!